Hey everyone, Stardust Pyro here, and welcome to my very first Let's Play of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sacred Cards. Is it gonna let me do this again? Yes it is, okay. So, I've been trying to do this. This is probably like my third time trying to record this, and yes, by the obviously clicking, I'm doing this on an emulator. Good morning, Major Deck. Hey, my new deck is something special. Sure it is, Joey. It took all night, but it's the best ever. Luke, did you get a good deck too? Nope. Yes. Well, waiting for the tournament. It would be great if we could all get to the finals. Yeah, you bet. Okay, let's go. Don't want to be late. Alright. So starting it off very quickly, you are a random boy thrown into the Yu-Gi-Oh world that, if you don't know, it takes place during the Yu-Gi-Oh time. If you try to put it in times of the actual cartoon, it is Yu-Gi-Oh! Battle City, or something. I think it's what it was called. It's the Battle City tournament that Kaiba puts on that throwing the 3 Egyptian gods. That's right at the time where this whole game takes place. Hey, look, everyone's here already. Hey, look, all the tough duelists. Wow, this is exciting. You also are mute. Fellow duelist, welcome to the Battle City. Whoops. Let me explain the tournament rules, said Kaiba. The tournament takes place throughout Domino City. Wherever duelists meet in the city, that shall be where the duel shall take place. Duelists may play using only their own decks, composed of using a friend's deck. The loser must turn over one of the rare cards to the victor, so ante. 8 winning duelists will enter the final round. The final stage is hidden somewhere in town. Each of your duelists have received a location card. You must defeat others and get their location cards. When you have gathered 6 locator cards, you have the map final duelist stage. You may duel with those puzzle cards at stake. In other words, only those who win duels and obtain 6 locator cards earn the right to get up on stage for the finals. The tournament commences at 9 AM sharp. Now, fellow duelists, scatter throughout the Battle City. So yes, so the whole object of the game. Oh, it's finally started. Yeah, but even though rivals are now on, now let's try to hang in to the end. Yugi and Luke. Sure, maybe, yeah, sure. I'll do my best too. Don't get caught careless. Joey, I think you should be the careful one yourself. Don't worry about me. I think we need to. Once you collect all the cards, let's meet up. We should get together at Grandpa's shop. Yep. Yeah, okay. Alright, I'm off. Both of you, don't lose until the finals. See you. Alright. So, even though it looks like it says 9, it's not quite 9 yet. I'm gonna head to show you just like basic stuff. So this is Tristan. I think, yes. Now, which one was the Auburn again? Right, I have to like talk to you. I'm taking the prize money and buying a boat. I won't let anyone get in my way. So, do I have to do this too? Yes, okay, so he, just as a spoiler, he's one of the people you need to find to get locator cards. This thing's kind of weird and doesn't tell you anything, but you kind of need to like talk to the people that are gonna have locator cards, so just try to duel everyone. This is Weevil, he's an annoying little pest. And he also is gonna have a gang of people. So now I gotta find everyone else. That's 2. Oh, this guy is a creepy fella. And yeah, he's gonna like the dog. He's also like one of the easiest one of the locator ones to find. Oh, hey. Yep. And then she leaves. Again, as I said, this takes place. Do I need anyone? No. So Yugi's the only other one, I think. There we go. Hey, it's starting! Okay, let's go. Oh yes, him. I won't lose! That's some other game, I don't even remember what the game was though. We are. Oh, it's about time. I can do any voice impressions of any of these guys. There's May. Kaiba. I am the Dual King. Says who? You? Because I'm pretty sure Yugi's beating you. This is what? Oh, okay. Alright, there we go. So now it's 9. Now we can start dueling. It's kind of weird, but I'll show you how the dueling works in this. Alright, first you have to ante a card. Just really any card. So the 0 right next to the card, next to it, that's how many you have in a deck. And like see in this one, it's the purple 0. That purple 0, those rows are how many you have in what's called your trunk. Basically your collection. And you can ante anything that's in the trunk. So let me see here. Ante one of these off. This is an ante. Alright. So this is the field. And you only have a 5-card hand limit. And you can choose, so every time you summon a monster, it'll always be face down. Then you have defend, attack, sacrifice, which is tribute, and effect if it has an effect. There's no effect on this one, but it's always going to be face down until you choose to attack or defend with it, and your turn won't end until that. So I'm just going to attack. So that's how that works. And then that, I'll just place face down. Now I think it's... yeah, and then once you hit your B button, you have details, so you can see a detail on the card. You are able to discard any card you feel you want to discard from your hand. Or you can end turn. Now, there's also another mechanic to this game that is going to be kind of hard throwing out, maybe. Is that it actually goes up an attribute thing too. Is that, so say if there was a fire, it would instantly die to this penguin soldier. And if there was like grass, it instantly defeats water and stuff like that. If they had a light monster, it instantly defeats my shadow monster. It's weird like that. I normally just like change my deck up to throw every the strongest monsters that you currently have in here, which is probably the best thing to do anyway. You only can summon one monster a turn, like always. And then you just put it down from 8,000 life, from 8,000 life points. The E, oh, what's her effect again? Right, she's got an effect, and she's actually a pretty good effect. Use effect, powers up all shadow monsters up by 1. So now he is at 1400 attack. It's actually a pretty good card later on in the final fight, even though she's a weak card. The other thing you can do, if you can try to, is you use a like a light deck against the final boss. I was kind of hoping to get another spell here. Nope, but he's a tribute monster, so I can't summon him. So what I have to do is go over here and hit sacrifice. Now he's summoned. You know, I'm just gonna activate this thing. Oh, now this one's interesting. Details. It's a ritual summon, a mask of the shine and darkness with tributes. For this, you need 2 monsters and a mask of darkness are needed. So, I believe if I do this, then sacrifice these 2. Activate contract, mask of shine and darkness. Now summons this. And every time you win, your deck capacity increases by 5. Your deck capacity increases by 5. So now after that's done, start? Yes. Alright, status. So you have deck capacity, which is how much, like, it's weird how this game works. Deck capacity is how much capacity you can throw into a deck. Each card has a certain, like, duelist level cost. See, my duelist level is 63. Anything higher than, I mean, not 63, 73. Anything higher than 73, I cannot use in my deck. Period. And I only have a limit of 1,605 capacity. So the max capacity of duelist level cards I can throw into my deck is 665. Some cards deal to counteract this, and some cost actually quite a lot. You can also see I've got 1 locator card, which is, again, you have to defeat the 5 other duelists to get it. My name's also Luke, and my money, which is for buying cards, is only 659. Now, go to the trunk. The trunk, as you can tell, and I'm gonna, the trunk shows you what you have in your deck and what's in and what you have in the trunk. The trunk is what the purple numbers are right now, and the white is what it's in my deck. Oops, wrong button. That's gonna get returned to the trunk, and I'm gonna throw in him. And let's see, this is what you can do. And it's actually a lot easier if you do it from here. And I forget, is it select? Yes. So now you can shuffle it by attack. So if you want, you can go down here and grab all these ones. So like I can move that to the trunk, 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 move that to the trunk. And then go back to the trunk. Whoops. Go to attack. Now I can find monsters that I have. So I can throw him into the deck. Him to the deck. That to the deck. That to the deck. That to the deck. And I want to see if there's any spells I have. No, my only spells are those. Okay. There's no ban list to this kind of game. However, you're gonna get put in. Alright, so see now my deck capacity is 1,340 out of 605. So I can throw in more expensive cards if I wanted to. So I think defense typing, yeah, like cost, and then there's another way I can shift these. Cost, there we go. So like, see these cost like 0, and these are the 3 different card cards. But that costs 72, 61. See, this is what shows you how much each card costs. So, offhand, I'll be dueling Tristan because he's a good thing early on to just gain quick, little capacity, a little bit of money, and some cheap. And he's very early in the game. He's a very good one to use. But for the time being, you can also just duel other random people. So, like, I think I should be able to, once I find him, there he is. Ah. Whoops, wrong button. Yeah, the L button also does that. Whoops, dang it. Oh yeah, he's one of the weird ones. Can I go up here? Oh yeah, I can duel these 3. Whoops. But I'm actually, yeah, nothing's up here yet. And I think actually, if I go down here, yes, here is where we're all gonna meet up. So we got Taya, and then Grandpa. So he was just telling you how to save. So that was not where I actually need to go. If I go over here, I have a map. So I have the art, I have the card shop, and the art's blocked off at the current point in time, and we have Mokuba. No, not Mokuba, I mean, I have Bakura, there we go. It's been a while since I've... Luke, aren't you getting your friends like Yugioh? I slept after the lead last night. I made it to the tourney just a while ago. Okay, yep. And I think, if you try to duel him... Oh yeah, you can duel him. Alright, so... Yeah, let's ante this. Sometimes at certain points it will say you have a weak ante. Alright, yep. So yeah, this is the simple way of this game works. I'm waiting to see if we have an elemental effect go off. Ah, getting close here. No, he just said something that's just straight up could kill my thing. That requires 2 tributes. So he's got actually like decent type monsters. A lot of stuff at the very beginning, and that's just me screwing up my buttons. I'm gonna see if I can get that one out. So let's see if he's got a water type monster. No, he just something that should have killed it. Ooh, perfect. And the reason I say perfect, because that is also a shadow. It is a shadow monster. I believe it's also a fiend. Because again, her effect is all shadow type monsters. So it'd be details, all shadow type monsters. So anything that has a shadow can be affected by it. And see, now he's got a back row. So I am going to attack with this. Okay, so that trap doesn't trigger off a summon or an attack. And Jinjo just straight up kills that. Knowing my luck, it's probably like stops some kind of... None of those are shadows. There's also certain like field spells that, and then I can use this, and I can actually go above my actual life points. But as you can see, I wasn't there. Effect. Powers both these guys up, and that's game. So what did we get from him? I can increase another 3,000. See, I get this card, which is a level 4 total attack, but as you can see, its cost is 183. My duelist level is below the cost. This card cannot be used in a deck. So some cards you can actually get around that, and those are the ritual monsters like you saw me play against Tristan. So then, the last thing I can show you is the card shop. And with the card shop, you can also select it by cost and whatnot. So if I think... It's hard to see here. Okay, there it is. Cost. So this is 319. So if I just do this, now I'm up to the cost little to none. What's this ability? Whoops, wrong button. Sometimes... Oh, and then I can just also hit the enter key and get the cost. So go back up. Ah, details. A small familiar species plays an ability to reveal cards from a foe's hand. Oh yeah. Okay, so this card details a trap that prevents players' monsters from a Gakai instead of destroying it. Oh yeah, that's a very specific card. This one, however, I think is a pretty good one to have. Trap that causes immobilization when it's tripped. The attacker is immobilized for 1 turn. That's an alright one to grab. Grab more of these. What are you? I think I want you though. Yes, you I want. Like a lot of times it's really good depending on what you're trying to do, and like the beginning. See, this is a field spell. The spell that changes it so it's mountain, so all dragons, winged beast, and thunder type monsters get a buff. That's not the one I want for the deck I'm going to be going for here. Granted, ooh, shadow. What's her effect again? A sleeping shadow scarf, it can make all enemy monsters on the field fall asleep. I always want to get more of those guys. This spell, oh, oops, whatever. Over here, this is a 8-digit password to find cheats. It can unlock cards in the shop, and it can do a whole bunch of stuff. This is also a spot we cannot access. He says that we can't access that yet. You actually can't go down there eventually. So, real quick. So that's all time for today. Thank you guys all for watching. If you actually enjoy me doing this Let's Play, give this video a likes, and I'll see you all next time.